to dial up ball plays in this one. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about Houston. The portal many times can give you a pretty good read on what's going on inside a program, and to lose the number of players that they did might be a little bit of a worrisome signal.
Well, I think the biggest thing is they lost some key guys, too. A handful of dudes, David, that really made a difference on this team a year ago. How can they replace that this season?
And that's what your job is as a coach, is to develop those guys behind them, supplement with the portal. Listen, it's an ongoing hard task, but that's what these coaches have to do nowadays.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown!
Want some milk? I want some tissue also. If I can find that from pesky mom.
I got it. I got it.
Got it?
I got it.
Got it?
I got it.
Want some learning? Want to learn your ABCs and alphabet and sentences and numbers and all that fun stuff? This is for 3-year-olds.
In the news.
You're going to be a mess. This is for 3-year-olds. Here you go, buddy.
They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Duke Blue Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that point.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right on the money. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Obvious. Fucking me, bro.
It's no good. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Smith wants to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line.
Thank you.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Offense in an empty set. To the air on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Are you kidding me, bro? EJ.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Martin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Backed up now here, second and long. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
Brother, read that defense.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deeks Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Got him downfield. And just keeps moving. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And it slips through his fingers.
Good play right there,
Incomplete.
Mike.
That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
DJ, you don't want to watch? You don't want to watch it no more?
Okay.
Here, you can play with this one.
Okay.
Distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass.
Good
Those two
stuff,
failed to
man.
make the connection. It's an incomplete
Talking
pass.
about, man.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. There's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
There's 1 minute running out.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Got the first down and more. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Oh my
give the defense
goodness.
so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Blue Devils with this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun.
One position.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
They'll give it to the back.
Here we go.
And maybe
I'm talking about boys.
line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
There we go.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. He got it. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Oh my goodness gracious, bro.
He goes down after
The blitz of TV.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wide out.
Jeez, my team is awful.
Touchdown, and that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the kick is
oh
good,
my
but
gosh,
there's
my
a
team
penalty
is
flag
terrible.
because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. The give to the back.
We get someone to hold a block from him.
Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Already got to make one person miss every time.
Last
We
play
get a
at
block.
2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Martin. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean,
There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone.
That is what I'm talking about right there.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They go to the ground.
I'm really getting some
Wrestled
block here.
down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
This is right now.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run.
Oh my gosh, why would he?
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle.
Had a wide open hole right there.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Hello? Hello?
He'll run it to the right.
Oh my goodness.
What a nice
Get
job
blocked.
by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's
3rd and goal and
DJ's over here. DJ, you want to hold the ball?
He'll try the left side.
Come on, come on.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this first down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
You gotta be kidding me, bro.
This drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And the Blue Devils buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down.
Oh my gosh, and of course, we can't get no push and no D-line.
Pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
Nobody.
They'll run it to keep this clock
Of
grinding.
course, we're not getting no
I
push.
think we're going to see a lot more of this from this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of
Oh
the
my
playbook.
God.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
I don't know if he needs to leave. He's not going to have nobody over there.
First down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. The Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no...
Okay, never mind.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The give out of the gun.
Bro, why can't he get...
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. There is plenty of time here, David, to finish this thing off. They just need to execute wisely.
Plenty of time. I got to understand a field goal is not the worst thing in the world. Let's be smart here. Use the clock, stay aggressive, but don't get reckless, Palmer.
And don't be afraid to go back to the well. What's been working for you in offense up to this point? Don't be afraid to go out and try and execute those plays here.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. A solid pickup on the scramble.
Bro, can we get a... Bro, are you kidding me? Why is this game owing me right now, bro? Like, let me win the game. This is fucking... Like, this is... You wanted the user to be fucking happy playing stupid-ass games.
Well, they did on that one. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Rushes on him.
Of course.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here.
I just want the user to be happy.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw.
Bro, rushing the passer. You gotta be kidding me! Why are you giving me all these flags? Bro, are you kidding me? It's already 3rd and 14. Why are you giving me all these flags?
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
DJ, you gotta leave me alone for a second. Yeah, there's absolutely no shot I'm making this field goal.
This to jump into the lead in the final minute.
Absolutely no fucking shot, bro. Like, what is this? Why are they giving me 3 holding fucking calls to end the game, bro?
Window guys, tough break there.
Like, are you kidding me?
Sometimes I just feel like,
bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I got the worst fucking team on the game, and y'all give me 3 holding calls. Bro, 2 holding calls back-to-back is insane.
Running back searching for a hole.
It's a
like, how am I supposed to do anything with that, bro? How am I supposed to do anything with that?
That means guys
no chance, no fucking shot, bro.
It's just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Smith wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This game just hold the shit out of me in the last
few minutes.
like
29 seconds to go.
I messed up.
The Blue Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option.
Bro, can we get anybody off of the line? Anybody?
That's good enough for a first down.
This game is stupid, bro. This game is stupid.
Done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Bro, hitting me. This is gay.
Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just has to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I remember getting 2 holding penalties in the end. I can't run the ball for nothing because my O-line is terrible. My D-line is terrible. This is so annoying, bro. Like, my team is terrible. If I could run the ball, that game would have been over, but I can't run the damn ball. Lockdown, bro. Field goal range, get 2 holding penalties, bro, and then I'm close. Is simply not going to cut it. I'm pissed, bro. We should have won that game, bro. But